Joined now by Brigadier General Amir Avivi. He's the director of Israel's Defense and Security Forum, the IDSF, and a former deputy commander of the Gaza Strip division of the IDF. General, this is rather unusual. A lone wolf, it seems like, but someone in uniform, the armed services of Egypt.
Yes, I commanded this border for 2 years before I was deputy division commander of the Gaza Strip. I had a somewhat similar event where 3 Egyptian policemen opened fire on a position of the Caracal battalion. At that event, no soldier was hurt, and our forces shot back and killed one of the Egyptian policemen. But that was at a time before you had a fence. And at that situation, the thought was that maybe it was unclear where the border exactly is. Here, there is a very, very fortified fence. You cannot get mixed. It's obvious that this policeman crossed the fence with an intent to attack our soldiers. This is very clear.
So how will the IDF link this to terror? How will they say this is a terror incident as opposed to just one soldier going out? Even the Egyptian military said, well, he was out trying to chase down smugglers when he got into a firefight.
Well, as I said, the Egyptians can go after smugglers until it reaches the huge obstacle that we build on the border. Once you reach the border, it's easy to understand where the border is. You cannot cross it, just cross it. It's very complicated to cross this border, and they know they are not supposed to. This is why we cannot accept what the Egyptians are saying. It doesn't make any sense. And to me, it's obvious that this lone wolf did it. Now, the question is this is his own idea? Or was he recruited by ISIS? We know that in the northern part of the Sinai Peninsula, ISIS is very, very strong in operating. We remember the attack they conducted in 2012, not far away from Eilat. I would say that overall, the Egyptian population, unlike the government, is not very much in favor of Israel or Jews, for that matter. So it's possible that this guy either was recruited or this is his ideology and he wanted to carry out this attack. But this is 100% a terror attack of our Egyptian policemen. By the way, along the border, there is no army on the Egyptian side. It's policemen, and the coordination is done with the Egyptian intelligence. So there is no coordination between the IDF and the policemen that are along the border. It's different from the Jordanian border.
Before the break, we talked a lot about the border here with Sinai, with Egypt. Talk to us about this observation tower where the 2 were killed in the first incident. This is, how tall is it? How does someone see it? Is it easy to see from the street? Is it easy to make it as target practice? Basically, were the 2 of them sitting ducks?
So basically, in this specific place, the Egyptian tower is much higher than the Israeli position, overlooking the Israeli position. In the past, there was a whole battalion situated in Mount Harif, where this event occurred. It was a different reality, but I remember even then that we were always preoccupied about this Egyptian position and the fact that it's overlooking our position. The reality in this border has changed. This battalion has been moved from this position north towards the towns surrounding Gaza. So talking about our forces, they are more scarce now in this area. And this is why we had these 2 soldiers in this specific position. Now, the area is huge. It's huge. The area I commanded as a brigade commander was 1/6 of all of Israel, and without even one town. So when something happens, sometimes it can take half an hour, 45 minutes, even an hour drive just to arrive to the event, to assist. It's very complicated, and this might explain why it took the army time to understand really what's going on in this position.
Now, General, is that position, are there cameras? Do we know whether or not were there any cameras to show what was going on there?
So definitely, since we built this new border, we built it with many cameras and also other technologies. And as you know, a few hours before, there was an event where a smuggling was going on, and the army managed to stop it and apprehend the drugs that were smuggled. Definitely, there is a lot of capabilities, and it's a big question why, when this specific policeman, Egyptian policeman, crossed the border, it was not detected by our radars or cameras or by the soldiers themselves. It's a big question what exactly happened in this event.
We'll have a lot of questions to get answered in this position. Brigadier General Amir Avivi, thank you so much for joining.